What is going on, my super sandwiches? Rhymestyle here, and today I'm joined by Dantastic. Joined by Jay.
Hello.
That's kind of a tongue twister. In my brain, in my
Joined
mind,
Dantastic.
in the brain of Dina Rhymestyle. Wow, sound like a douche. It sounded like a tongue twister. But today we're discussing
What do you
ChiChi.
say?
I don't know. Sometimes I just open my mouth and words just come out and they connect sometimes, and sometimes they don't. They just sound like noise. You know me long enough. I mean, how long you know me?
I don't know. Too long.
Too long. I was about to say too long. Today we're going to be discussing everybody's favorite character of all time in Dragon Ball, ChiChi. And by the way, that was sarcasm. Nobody here likes ChiChi. Okay, actually, I take that back. First question I have to everybody in this comment section is: does anybody here actually like ChiChi? And if so, why? Now, small spoiler. When Vegeta mentions that Saiyans love strong-willed women, which is why Goku's with ChiChi, and the reason why Vegeta's with Bulma, because they're both really strong-willed women in their own ways. But I mean, Bulma's cool. Bulma actually is probably one of the most important characters of all of Dragon Ball. I mean, without Bulma, there was no Dragon Ball. She's the one who showed up and fought in Goku. Made the Dragon Radar. Like, if you want, I'll do a whole different video on Bulma. I know some other guys have already talked about Bulma as well, but I might do one as well just because she's a very important character. But Chi-Chi's the complete opposite. She is absolutely useless. Danny, you know how useless she is?
How useless is she?
She's as useless as, I have no analogy. That's how useless she is. But no, on the real though, Chi-Chi by far is probably the worst character, and there's many reasons why. First one being, the most infamous one is what she did to Gohan's character. Now, granted, a lot of people might argue and say, well, Gohan wanted to be a scholar. Well, would Gohan have wanted to be a scholar had he not been influenced all his life to study by his mother? Think about that for a second, because if you look at future Gohan, who grew up under a darker time, obviously without his mother, turned to warrior. Now, again, you can probably argue the reason why future Gohan, was a warrior is because he had to basically fight to survive. But at the same time, like, if Gohan as a kid hasn't been pushed to study his entire life, Danny, here's a question for you. Do you think he would have turned into a scholar or a researcher or a person who just loves to, read books, I guess, a nerd, whatever you want to call him?
So the thing is like, Chi-Chi is obviously, as far as Dragon Ball Z goes, she's a terrible character and everyone hates her because she's not like, she doesn't really progress the storyline. She holds Gohan back. If you put Chi-Chi in like real life, like a normal, like real mother, she's a pretty standard mother, like she just doesn't want her child to die, which isn't terrible of and wants him to be like smart and successful. So
well, if
like,
you put it that way, it's kind of true.
In terms of like a mother, she's not. I mean, she's because Goku is the world's most awful father, and so I mean, in that aspect, she's not that bad. What I find to be weird is that like, why was Gohan so influenced by Chi-Chi when he's got this father who is like awesome at everything, and he's like a crazy good fighter, and Gohan could have followed in his footsteps.
I can answer that one.
Well, no, but like he could have fought in tournaments. He could have continued being the great Saiyan man and just been a hero. He could have been a police officer like Krillin. He could have, if he was going to be like studious, then he should work with the Capsule Corps. Like,
I have a real reason why he couldn't follow his father's footsteps. I mean, after Planet Namek, what happened? Yeah, Goku was gone for a year, and Gohan essentially had to study. In between the Buu Saga and the Cell Saga, Goku was gone again for 7 years, and Gohan got trapped with freaking Chi-Chi. Can you imagine how different Gohan would have been had Goku been there? Because obviously Goku is like the cool father that's like, yeah, come on his camping.
This kid, he could fly, like he could just fly away.
Yeah, like, but look how much Chi-Chi controlled Goku too. Even in Dragon Ball Super, she was like, no, you're not training. Like, are you kidding me?
Nah, that was a front. Goku, that was all a front. She never had control of Goku. Come on.
Well, yeah, in a way, because he did end up like basically running off on her. But the thing is Chi-Chi has that negative influence. She wants people to live like her way, and that's my problem with Chi-Chi. Like, she doesn't like. I mean, my parents kind of allowed me to do what I wanted as a kid. Not like a bad way, like, whatever you want to be when you grow up, go for it. Until I told him I was a YouTuber, in which case my parents were like, what are you doing? Play whatever. But it's like Chi-Chi wants other people to live a specific way. And a good example is when she was trying to force Videl and Gohan to to basically teach Pan different ways. Like, she would not be a fighter. It's like, dude, who are you? First of all, who are you to tell Gohan and Videl how to raise their daughter? Like, your son, fine. You ruined your son in a lot of ways. You ruined Goku in many ways as well. But don't tell other people how to raise a kid. Don't tell other people how to live. Like, ChiChi is just this, like, really I don't know what to call it, like selfish, crazy. She's insane. She's actually insane. Like,
she's kind of an anomaly, I feel like, in the rest of the characters too, because like she grew up rich. So her outlook on life is very strange.
Yeah,
coming from her background, and she was a fighter when she was a kid.
Yeah. The other thing is like she's forcing Goku, like, you go earn money. It's like, why don't you go do something? Like, no offense, ChiChi, but you should probably do something else to other than
right.
be
That's
like,
what I want to know. What was ChiChi doing? This because they have a tiny house, you know. Like, there's only so much. This is not a shot at women, but there's only so much like laundry and dishes you can do in a day. Like, what else is she doing with the rest of her day? I mean, I'm sure it took her at least 3 hours to get that bun as tight as it is on her head. But like, other than that,
I just feel like she doesn't contribute. Thing is like, look at other characters. Like, Bulma contributed a lot. Like I said, she's probably the most important character. Even people like Yajirobe contributed, like when he cut off Vegeta's tail in the Saiyan Saga. The most useless characters contributed. I can't think of one moment where ChiChi actually contributed, other than the fact when in Dragon Ball when she was like, "Yeah, I can help you get that fan for when the mountain was on fire." Like, wait, she didn't even do that, did she? No, she didn't even do that. ChiChi didn't literally do anything at all.
You know, I'm wondering though. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm wondering if Toriyama included ChiChi in the storyline because she's literally like the only normal character, consistent character throughout the series. Like, she never leaves and goes to space. She's not like brilliant like Bulma. She's not extremely loaded. Like, she's just a normal, everyday housewife human that has to put up with Goku. So I'm wondering if like that's like her purpose in the series is to be like the normal, quotes, normal, grounded person.
Well, that makes sense. But my problem with ChiChi overall as a character is the fact that she just... I mean, the first thing that pissed me off, she didn't believe. She didn't believe Gohan could become what he wanted to become. She didn't believe in the one fucking time. Look at my language. One time in the entire series. Oh my god, my son's gonna... Dude, your son is literally kicking Cell's ass. Shut the hell up. Or when it was finding... Oh my... Like every time I think about this, I just get furious just thinking about how much her character was just an awful person. Like, I don't know. I don't like people that tell other people that they can't do anything. Like, first of all, to those watching this, let me tell you something. This is a message from me to you guys. If there's anything you want to accomplish and people are in your way, including friends, family, or for example, your parents, fuck them. It's weird to say that, but don't let anybody ever tell you can't do something. There are so many times of me growing up where there's a lot of people around me, I'm not going to go into specifics, telling me that I couldn't become what I want to become. Like, I had dreams to get where I'm at, and I think for the most part, I did pretty great in my life. But the thing about me is like, I strongly believe in I believe myself at the time, and I believe in these characters. But like when I see people like ChiChi telling them you can't, Gohan, you can't, no, you can't, no, you do it this way, it just pisses me off. And that's the reason why I hate ChiChi so much, is because she's that super negative Nancy type of person. She's always had an attitude. Like I said, she never contributed in the series, and all she did ever is just try to ruin characters. I mean, she ruined Gohan. So
to just play devil's advocate again,
sure,
and just come from the other side. Like, I keep thinking, like, I've never really thought about Chi-Chi's character this much. But think about it from her side. Is like, you know, she's a kid, she's cool, she's a fighter, she's cool with Goku fighting, she's cool with Goku being in tournaments. But then all of a sudden, one day,
she wasn't even cool with that. She was pissed at that too.
Okay, but like, that's how they made their living. She was like, I'm sure she was fairly understanding at first, and then like one day an alien shows up and kidnaps her son, and then her whole life is thrown into a spiral. Like, her kids are going to space. Her son, one day he has black hair, the next day he's got blonde hair. What's he doing? Is he doing drugs? She doesn't know. She doesn't know what he's doing in his room all day. He's trapped in a room with his dad where time stands still. He's going to other planets. Like, this woman didn't sign up for this. She signed up for marriage and a family, and now this kid is like, she finds out she married an alien. He's an alien. He's an alien.
This is funny. Well, in the beginning, yes, it would make sense. But things as time progressed, she got worse. I mean, granted, I think her deal was if I let Gohan go to Namek, you know, basically he has to study or something like that.
Maybe it's because Goku was gone all the time and she wasn't getting any. That's frustrating,
yeah,
bro.
But you would think that she would get used to it. She would get used to it.
You don't get used to that. You don't get used to that.
She just got worse. And then it like the ultimate, like, you know, as I was watching Dragon Ball Super, her telling Goku he can't go train, that pissed me off so much. And especially pissed me off when she was basically telling Videl and Gohan how to raise Pan. She's not to become a freaking martial artist. First of all, I'm sure she's going to become a martial artist because, number one, we see it in Dragon Ball Z, but that's because we knew that. But two, Videl is a martial artist herself, and so is Gohan in a way. Of course she's going to do martial arts. Like, let them raise their kid how they want to. I just hate how she tries to influence people how to live the way she thinks they should live, and that's why I don't like her character.
Maybe she's also frustrated because as a character, she's like the only character who really doesn't have that much influence over anyone else. I mean, she kind of had influence over Gohan, but like even Bulma to a certain extent has like, you know, Vegeta kind of wrapped around her finger a little bit.
Goku does. I mean, she has Goku under her arms essentially.
Yeah, but does she?
Yeah.
Where's he at right now?
I mean, it took 6 months. Here, put it this way. It's like, say I'm Goku. No. Say I'm Vegeta, and you're Goku, right? You find out, like, me and you are rivals, like, hardcore rivals. You find out I've been training with this player for 6 months, and your wife tells you no. What do? You're gonna get your ass to freaking Whist's house, his crib, and freaking train with him so you can get stronger than me. Like, I mean, that's the only reason why he did. Like, had Goku not found out Vegeta was there, he probably would have been like, oh man, ChiChi, it's fine, I'll accept. I don't know.
Is that what Goku sounds like to you?
Well, that's TFS Goku. Oh, ChiChi. No, but I mean, here's a question to you guys out there. Number one, is there any ChiChi fan out there? If there is, please tell me why. And name, I don't know, a couple things that she did good in the series that actually contributes to the story. Because I honestly can't think of one good reason
she
why.
Produced Gohan.
She produced Gohan. You know what? I was wanting to know. We're not going to get into details of this, but I wonder what that was like for Goku and ChiChi the first time that, you know, they did the thing. Because I remember
at that point, Goku wouldn't have been that strong, though.
Well, no, I'm saying, like, how the hell they did it. Because, like, remember how stupid and, when Goku married ChiChi, he didn't even know they were getting married. He didn't know what marriage was. He was kind of like, oh, okay, I told you.
You mean like how childish he was?
No, he was just dumb. So can you imagine the first night they got together after weddings or whatever, and they were like, you know what, we're gonna do it. You just gonna stay right here. I'll pull your pants down. ChiChi, what are you doing? Like, wow, that's like really weird.
Like that scene in Dragon Ball where Bulma's asleep and he just starts patting her in the lady bits.
I just imagine how funny that would be.
Didn't Bulma like flashed him at one point, right? And he was like, what? Like he didn't even care.
Yeah, he didn't know. He didn't know girls and guys were different.
Yeah.
So I think that is funny. Like, I wonder how that situation actually went down. Maybe Toriyama one day will share. You'll probably never share that. But either way, I mean, ChiChi is just. I feel like she probably forced Goku, and he didn't know what was happening. Oh, slippery! Something's happening. Step Brothers reference. Nah, wow, this got real R-rated.
What are we talking about anymore?
I already ChiChi. I don't know. ChiChi to me is just an awful character, and I don't like her. Danny doesn't like her. You, the viewer, can't like her unless you do. In which case, I want to know why. If you don't like her, tell me why in the comments. Also, like below, like overall thoughts. Because I mean, I just can't think of one thing that she did right. It just I don't know. Like I said, it pissed me off primarily because she didn't believe in anybody around her. I mean, freaking Goku saved the universe multiple times, and she can't like.
Did you just
believe
die?
in him? Yeah, I kind of just almost threw up my mouth thinking about ChiChi. No, she didn't even believe in him. Like she didn't believe in anybody. Like all your friends are insanely powerful and strong, crazy. You don't believe in them? Like what are you doing? I don't know. It's just I don't know. ChiChi, this video had to be done, and I want to know overall what everybody thinks about this. So I guess let us know in the comment section below. Danny, anything else?
No, that's it.
Pretty much. All right, folks. Well, check out Danny's channel in the description below, and vice versa if you're watching on his channel and all that good stuff. Let us know. Leave a like rating below if you hate ChiChi too. And I guess we'll see you guys in the comment section below.
Bye.